name is Myra. I came here as a single lady, broken, not real hopeful. And I was encouraged to come to this program called RATL, not knowing what it was about, but someone said something about arts and craft, and I was so angry and I was so broken. I said I didn't want to paint, I didn't want to glitter, I didn't want to do anything. But when I got there, it was spiritual. And we started talking about God, and we started talking about healing and people that was broken. And from one week to the next, RATL began to help me get in touch with my spiritual soul. There was one particular activity that I remember specifically where we had to look in the mirror at ourselves. And I couldn't do it. I could not look in the mirror because I was so ashamed of being homeless. But because of this activity that RATL brought to the group, I was able to learn that my homelessness, I was so ashamed of my homelessness, RATL made me identify that my homelessness was not who I was, that was just a situation. And so every week I came back, and each week we got in touch with God, and I was able to understand that God put me here for a reason, and that even though I was homeless, that did not identify who I was. I've met so many great volunteers here at RATL. My children have been so wonderful to my children, and without RATL, I don't think that I could have survived this with them every Saturday. You know, we bringing God into, you know, our overall circumstances, situations. I don't think I would have been able to endure, because when I look back, and they've taught me, you know, don't look at where you are now, but look back. And when I look back, I could see how God held me. I could see where He brought me from. You know, I never wanted to be homeless. I was like Jonah. I kept going from one place to another, and every place I went was worse than the last place. But when I started to be obedient, when I came to RATL, and He taught me not to look at my present situation, you know, but know that God is in control of everything, then I began to have hope. I began to see that God was actually there, and I was able to believe that, you know, Myra, you're not in control of this situation. God is, and just stand still and let God. And so I thank RATL. Oh, how do I begin to thank them? How do I begin to thank them? They've been so inspirational to me. Pastor Jim, I love you so much. I love you, Andy. I love all the volunteers, Wendy, April. It's just a bunch of people that if I had time, that I can just thank. I love them. And the one thing I know, not if ever, but whenever God decides to take me to the next level, that I want to come back and be a part of RATL. I want to instill in other people what they've instilled in me, and that's to hold on to God's unchanging hands, that He'll never leave you nor forsake you.